Zoocci, how did we arrive here?
A whole lot of hard work, dedication, and a hunger to be brilliant.
How did we arrive on Earth?
On a spaceship. On a spaceship.
Where do we go when the human experience ceases? In this world, where do our spirits go?
I think where you spend a lot of your life contributing or investing towards. So if you spend majority of your life contributing good into the world, I think it's only natural to think the ending is going to be very good or the destination is going to be a good one. It's all about what you invest in your time here.
What are you afraid of?
Failure is probably the only thing.
How do you define success for Zoocci?
Peace. Peace within yourself. Peace within your surroundings. And just being content.
When was the last time you felt content?
Never.
Is money important? Is love real?
Love is what you make it. It's I don't think it's a very definite thing. I think it depends from person to person. And not based on like spousal relationships. It could be with friends or whatever. You spend your time on earth looking for people who are more aligned to your definition of it, to give and receive it.
Are you a vivid dreamer? Do you dream when you go to sleep?
I used to. Now I'm either way too tired to dream when I go to bed, or I am not going to bed at all.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Not seen, but ghosts for me are, again, what you make of them. Like, a ghost could be something you're emotionally running away from. A ghost could be a trauma that you've experienced and not dealt with. A ghost could be things that trouble your mind on a day-to-day basis. So I don't think it's something you can actually see, but you feel the effects of. I got some things in the closet.
What do you see when you close your eyes?
As predictable as it is, darkness.
If music is food for the soul, because a lot of people say that, which most important ingredients make up a balanced diet?
first and foremost, honesty. That is the top of the pyramid. Honesty and quality and attention to detail. I'd say those are my top three.
What do you think your reflection gets up to when you're away?
I don't understand the question.
When you look in the mirror, you see a reflection in the mirror, but then you walk away. Does that reflection have a life of its own when you walk away? Or does it 100% mirror you?
I've got a very love-hate relationship with it. I have so many ghosts, and that's going off of the question about ghosts. I have so many ghosts that sometimes it's very difficult to face that guy, because that guy is very strict. So any shortcomings, any mistakes, any bad calls of any sort makes it very difficult for me to face that guy. So I only see him when I can sum up the courage.
Life is generally so unpredictable. I don't know if I can say that I know anything for sure. Everything I know has been told to me or taught to me, and I don't know what the real source of any of this information is. The world could be flat for real. It could be triangle. I've never been to space. What do you know for certain? If there's anything that you know for certain.
The difference between wrong and right. I think what strays you away from certainty and who you're supposed to be is the ability to call yourself out when you do wrong or right. And naturally, you always know if you're doing wrong because it's not well within yourself. And the more you shut that voice down, the more you stray away from what is real and what is natural.
What is your happiest memory?
That's a crazy one. My happiest moments are, and I know like even in future, I know what my happiest moments will be because I've been at my happiest in certain moments. And that's every time I've played back a body of work and it sounded exactly how I wanted it to be. That is my happiest. Like I don't feel anything better than playing my work and it's exactly how I wanted it to be. That's when I'm at my happiest.
Did it feel like that when you completed Anxiety? Do you feel like that now?
I'm always just trying to do so well with what I do that with Anxiety, I downplayed it for most of the process. And I think it was at the very end when I had a couple of my friends with me playing the album. And I had been so caught up in the process that I didn't take time to play it and appreciate it until it was fully done and we were playing it back after the mix and master. And yeah, I knew.
Why is music important?
For me, it's the only place I can truly be myself without the fear of playing outside of normality too much and being judged for it. Or like, that's so weird. Or like personality traits that you wouldn't bring out to people where people would be like, that's so weird to be that way. And I feel like with music, there is no backlash of that kind, or you don't feel like what you outputting makes you a certain way. I just feel like I can be myself fully.
If you had a time machine, is there any place or time that you would travel to change the course of history or of your personal history?
Damn. I would have made peace with my father before he died. I would have taken that last call, which was like a couple of days before the next call came and said he passed away. Because a couple of days before that, he called my mom and he asked to speak to me. And we were not in a good place, and I told her I don't want to speak to him. And a couple of days later, he passed away.
What does the future hold?
If I had to predict the future, I would say the most peaceful chaos. If that makes sense to you, and if it doesn't, it will.
Crazy. I don't like the person I've become. I hope you know that this is what you made me. Promise me that you would never run, never leave and tell me that you done. I'm the opposite of having fun. So much on my mind it weigh a ton. Schizo nigga with a loaded gun.